Guys, before I begin the video, I just want to quickly clarify what is going to happen to the channel. As you know, I made a video asking if I should quit YouTube. I received over 400 comments. I tried to answer as many as I could, but rest assured, I read them all. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the advice you have given me. As content creators, we might be going through a rough time, but you, the fans and the community, is still strong. For that reason, this channel will stick to YouTube and keep uploading. I still wanted to be part of vidme, so instead we moved BrunchTimes, a channel that I run with a dear friend, to vidme. So if you want to support us, I will leave you the link in the description below. Alright, enough chit-chatting. I know you're here for the theories, so enjoy the video, guys. In Pokemon Sun and Moon, we learn about Ultra Beasts, Ultra Space, and what really caught my attention was the concept of fallers. A faller is a person that has traveled through an Ultra wormhole, and in the process they were bathed with this mysterious energy that attracts Ultra Beasts. Annabelle and you, the player, happen to be fallers, but more interestingly, there was someone before you, someone that Game Freak still doesn't want to reveal their true identity. Who was this first faller? Well, let the theory begin. There is very little information about the previous faller, but let's establish everything that we know so far about this mysterious character. For starters, we know that it was a female character, and we know this because Looker refers to the first faller as a she in multiple occasions. We also know that she was part of the first team that was after the Ultra Beast, which was originally composed by Looker, Nanu, and of course the faller. Also, she is perceived as dead because of an error of judgment by Looker. He felt sorry when encountering the Ultra Beast, and it was enough to get the first faller killed. The last thing that we can learn from Looker is that the first faller was from another world. Keep that in mind, that is very important. Now, if we explore the topic a little bit more, there is evidence that the Ultra Beast responsible for the death of the unnamed faller is Guzzlord, and we can infer this because of what Wiki states. Quote, UB05, codenamed Gluten, properly known as Guzzlord. This Ultra Beast has been sighted in Alola region in the past as well. According to our reports, it seems that it was targeted by the international police in a top secret mission at the time. End quote. This means that most likely the first faller ended up being swallowed by Guzzlord and never seen again. Wow, that is a sad way to go. Even with all this information, it is very difficult, dare I say impossible, to pinpoint who the unnamed faller is. However, that doesn't stop us from speculating and trying to come up with an educated guess. And after careful consideration, that person, I believe, happens to be from Hoenn as well, and could in fact be a character that we know little about. I'm referring to Aster. I hope you guys still remember her from Auras, and how we get the impression that she's either lost or dead. But there are many reasons to make connections and try to justify why the first faller could in fact be her. For starters, we know that there seems to be some connection between Alola and Hoenn when it comes to Ultra wormholes. I say this because Annabelle is from Hoenn, and she ended up washed up on the beach with no memory, and of course this sounds oddly familiar to many of you guys, and that is because she's not the only character that we found in this condition. Who could ever forget the weird encounter with Looker back in Auras? He was washed up on the beach with no memory as well. There is no denying that the instances are very similar, and most fans want to believe that Looker most likely passed through an Ultra wormhole as well. Don't forget that in Auras there was a plan to save the world by sending a rocket filled with infinity energy to create an explosion that would open a warp hole that would transfer the meteor to a different dimension. They were stopped by Zinnia, and she reveals the existence of other worlds, specifically another Hoenn. So far, the knowledge of other worlds, it is exclusively known only by the Dragonid people. They have become aware of them for a long time, which is knowledge that has been passed down by generations. I always wonder how they learn about the different worlds, and now I'm starting to believe that perhaps they have traveled between them, and that is why Aster would make sense to maybe been lost in one of their travels, ending up in Alola and serving as the first faller. Of course, this is nothing more than a theory, and so far there's not much solid evidence that could help me render it more credible. But the plot of both lords from Alola and Hoenn seem to coincide, and we know that there is all the reasons to believe that they are related when it comes to both the knowledge and interactions with other worlds. But what do you guys think of the theory? Maybe you know another character that makes more sense to be the first faller, or we might not just have enough evidence yet. Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, Pokemon fans.